The rain never stopped on Hollow Street. It wasn't a place for the faint of heart. Gritty buildings leaned like drunkards, the lamps buzzed like they were tired of burning, and the shadows whispered rumors that never reached the light. For Detective Marcus Vale, Hollow Street wasn't just part of the city, it was part of his soul. The call came in just after midnight. A silent alarm at Cowridge Bank had been triggered, but when patrol arrived 3 minutes later, nothing seemed out of place. No broken glass, no forced locks, and no one inside. Yet the vault was empty. Clean. Surgical. Gone were nearly $12 million in unmarked bills and 5 pieces of rare jewelry scheduled for federal transfer. Marcus had seen a lot in his 20 years, but this was different. Too perfect. No one leaves no trace. That's what he always said. But someone just did. As the headline screamed, "Perfect heist in the heart of the city and unsolved robbery leaves police baffled," Marcus sifted through the wreckage of the investigation. Security footage? Loop hacked. Keypad? Deactivated for a 13-second window. Fingerprints? Wiped or never there to begin with. The only clue left behind was a playing card. The Queen of Spades, wedged neatly into the corner of the vault door. Vale stared at it for hours. It was a calling card. Not just arrogance, but personal. And that made it dangerous. Rumors began to swirl of an underground crew, the Marrow Syndicate, known for high-profile robberies but never caught, never named, always a myth. They were ghosts. And if this was them, then Vale knew he was chasing smoke through a hurricane. Then came the second hit. 2 weeks later, another bank, same method, same clean execution, another Queen of Spades. But this time, the Syndicate made a mistake. A parking ticket issued at 2:06 a.m. to a van registered under a fake company name, Spire Tech Logistics. The address traced to an abandoned shipping yard on the docks. Vale knew the place. Everyone did. It was where deals went to die and secrets were buried in barrels. He didn't wait for backup. Armed only with his sidearm and a hunch, Marcus entered the rusted gates. Inside the warehouse, he found blueprints, not just of banks, but of city infrastructure, armored car routes, power grids. Whoever this was, they weren't just robbing banks, they were studying the city like a surgeon studies a body. Every weakness, every vulnerability. Then the lights shut off. A voice echoed from above, calm and female. "Detective Vale, you're good, but you're out of your depth." He fired blindly toward the sound, but the echo misled him. A flashbang dropped at his feet. White light, ringing ears, blackout. When he woke, he was in his car, parked outside his apartment. A Queen of Spades rested on the dashboard with a new message written on it. Checkmate comes in 4 moves. The next week unraveled like a chess game. One by one, for critical systems in the city went offline. Traffic gridlocks, police radio blackouts, power cuts to key surveillance buildings, and finally, the Central Reserve Bank. And when police finally stormed the building, all they found was another empty vault and a card. The last one. The chief called for Vale's badge. "You were too close. They used you." But Marcus wasn't done. He went underground, burned his phone, shaved the beard, started tracing a new trail, one that led him beyond Hollow Street to a private island in the Caribbean. The Queen of Spades had a sister, the King of Hearts, a man named Calder Voss, a ghost with no digital footprint but whispered about in elite circles. He funded Black Ops mercenaries and lived like a king behind 10-foot walls. Marcus infiltrated the estate as a security consultant, fed intel to a silent network of ex-cops and hackers he once helped arrest, but now worked without a mutual interest. For 3 months, he mapped the estate, tracked movements, learned the patterns. Then one night it all came together. Disguised as a power outage, Vale breached the underground vault system with a flash drive that looped the surveillance. Inside, he didn't find gold or jewels, he found files. Names, targets, maps, future jobs, and most of all, proof. The Marrow Syndicate was real, and their leader wasn't Calder Voss. It was Detective Alicia Wren, Vale's former partner. She stepped out from the shadows, gun drawn, lips curled. "You were always chasing the wrong ghost." He hesitated, but only for a second. One shot, one body, one ending. Or so he thought. 3 weeks later, back on Hollow Street, the rain still fell. Vale walked into his apartment, peeled off his coat, and flicked on the lights. There on the table was a new playing card. The Joe,